If you have your own online art store, or if you're thinking about selling your art in artist alleys, then this video is for you. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing bespokeprint.com. There will be a link in the video description. And this is a printing service that is run by Baylee, who is here on YouTube. She's a fellow artist and she has her own printing company, which is super cool. And she tailors her printing service to people who are interested in doing artist alleys and online stores. So it's anything you could need to run your table. It's just so convenient for us artists. I struggle with finding a printing service that does the quality I want at a decent price, because a lot of the places I find locally, they either don't do stuff that's meant to be printed for art, like, you know, maybe they're used to doing flyers or those kind of things where print quality is not as important. And I just haven't had the best experiences with those, and quality is just not there, and the paper type is not what I want. I want something more similar to a photo print, but fine art printing places can be quite expensive. They give you amazing quality, but it's ridiculously expensive. So I found the solution. Not like I found it, but Baylee's printing service, I'm gonna go over the products and give my opinions, but you're getting great quality stuff at an affordable price. So yeah, before I get on to reviewing these products, I'm just gonna hop on over to her website and show you what kinds of products and services she offers. Alright, so here's the website, bespokeprint.com. Very clean design, easy to navigate. So one of those things that just passed, I wanted to kind of draw attention to this. There's 0 limits on design quantities. So let's say you only want to buy 5 sticker sheets, but you want them to be 5 different sticker sheets with different art on each one. It doesn't cost you extra. So that is pretty darn cool, because a lot of places will charge you extra for that. So that's nice. What else we have here? Free delivery if you spend a certain amount. Yes, yes, thank you. Nothing's better than free shipping. And yeah, here we go. Let's talk about some of the stuff. So you've got your basic things that you'd want to sell in an online store and at an artist alley table. So she has prints, she has badges or buttons, whatever you want to call them. She's got stickers, she's got custom little sketchbooks, all kinds of things. I'm not going to go through and go into detail into every little thing, but definitely come over to the website and check it out and just go through it and see all the different details about stuff she offers. So we've even got bundles here. If you don't want to order everything separately, you just want kind of a bundle of things for your table because you don't have anything. You don't have a button maker, you don't have your own printer, you just need kind of everything for your table. She's got bundles of various sizes, and it comes with different sized prints and stickers and anything you'd really need for your table. And then if you're someone like me, I already have my own button maker, so I don't need buttons, I just need prints. Then you can go into the print section, and there's different sized prints here that you can get. So yeah, it's so easy and straightforward, and I love the different bundles. There's even bundles if you want, say, just stickers. You think, okay, I want a bundle, but I don't want everything. Like, I don't want buttons, I just want stickers. You can come here, there's a sticker bundle, and it gives you a couple different, well, it gives you 3 different options for stickers that come in the pack. So for example, 48 A6 sheets, 20 A5 sheets, and 140 1-inch mini stickers in that bundle. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, and just a note, I have it defaulting to US dollars. I didn't even realize, but you can actually change the currency at the top. There's a few different options, so that'll help a lot of people out. What else can I say here? For things like stickers and anything really. Here, let's go to stickers. When you order things, you can choose whether or not you want packaging. So you can say yes or no, and packaging, it comes with a little card in the back that strengthens the package, and it comes in a little cellophane baggie. So depending on whether or not you want packaging, you have that option. And for prints, you have the option of doing rounded corners, just lots of options. And then the bulk quantities is what I was gonna get at earlier, is you can get single sheets or you can get 12 sheets, and it saves you some money. So yeah, just a ton of options. Very clean, straightforward, easy to navigate. And she also offers templates, because templates are really important no matter what you're printing. So you can download them to make sure your prints are going to get cropped the proper way and things like that. So there's templates, there's information about different papers you can use, because that's one thing I should mention. papers. You go to a print you want. This is A3. That's like a big, it's kind of like a mini poster almost. It's 11.7 by 16.5. You've got different options for paper. There's satin, gloss, and textured, and then there's also just different paper weights. Like, do you want 190 GSM or 270 GSM? You can have your choice. So yeah, and then here's that option I was mentioning, square rounded corners, quantity. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. All right, let's go to her badges / buttons. There's even mirrored key rings. It's kind of like a button, but it's got a mirror instead of a pin. Ah, yes. So let's just say 25mm badges. You've got your single badge. You can order certain bulk quantities, whatever you want to do. Very customizable in terms of how many you want. And you can also get them in sets, so badge packs. And it'll come with really cute packaging, little cardboard insert, your plastic cello bag. There's options for anything you can think of, really. So that's pretty cool. And then also, let's go to points of sale. There's really cool things to help you manage your table if you're doing an artist alley. If you're doing an online store, these things probably don't apply to you. But if you're going to an artist alley, you might need some of this stuff. So there's a table aid kit. It's got some tape, it's got some paper, Sharpie, table clips to keep your tablecloth on, little things like that. There's more in the pack. You'll have to go to the website and check it out if you want to find out everything. You've got display portfolios, price labels, all kinds of things. Price sheets. You can get a paper sample pack, all kinds of stuff. I think I've blabbed on enough about this. So I would just suggest coming in, taking a look for yourself because there is a lot to look at here. All right, so let's go over some of the printing products. I didn't get any badges because I have my own button press, so it didn't really make sense, but buttons are buttons. So yeah, let's go over some of the things that matter a little more in terms of print quality. So first, let's go over the packaging. It looks great. I just gotta say, everything came in perfect condition. Nothing has bent corners, nothing is wrecked, and this came from the UK to Canada, and it survived, and oh yeah, packaged nicely. Everything's in these little cello bags. So let's just dive right into this. And you can also see how she's labeled some stuff. That is pretty dang cool. It's so fancy, and look at this. Bespoke custom cut stickers, like so fancy. Everything's just so nice. Okay, first item. This one was a little surprise. I didn't know she was going to be sending me this. It is a little custom sketchbook. So your art is printed on the cover and then you can sell them as little sketchbooks. The paper is really nice. It's got a little bit of texture to it, so it'd be great for sketching on, and it's quite thick. So that is pretty neat, and she has a couple different sizes available as well. I might look into getting some of these actually. So that is pretty darn cool because I got this order from her for free in exchange for doing this video. So thank you so much, Jellyby, spoiling me here. But I'm going to be ordering a lot more stuff for my upcoming convention. So that is pretty neat. It's also very sturdy. That is a heavy duty staple job. Oh my, I didn't even know you could get staples like that. It's really nice. I like it. I like it. I might order some of these for my next convention because I'll definitely need more stuff than this. Plus I'm also stocking up for my online store. So yeah, I might get some of these. Let me know, you guys. Would you want to see some little sketchbooks like this in my online store when it reopens? Which, by the way, it's reopening in June, maybe like mid-June, because my convention is the last few days of May. So after the convention, I'm going to reopen. So I think this would be pretty cool to have in the store. So yay. Next up, the stickers. These I'm super excited about because it's not something you can easily make yourself. And so yes, I'm super pumped. So some of them here are pre-packaged. Some of them don't have separate packaging and some of them do. Oh, and she even sent cards for all of these ones. I didn't know I was getting cards. I thought I wasn't gonna get any packaging with some of them. So that is pretty awesome. So here's the sticker sheet itself, and then there's some backing, and you can choose from a few different colors, and then you can choose what kind of a design you want on the back of it. So I just went for a simple, at the bottom, just my little channel logo, and it says BayleeJ.com. And as you can see, these aren't stuck shut. I don't think I want to tape any of them shut just yet, but you peel off this and you can stick it down. So yeah, so let's take a look at the sticker quality itself. Okay, so I got 2 different designs printed. I have some that's just Baylee J. It's just related to things you see in my vlogs and things like that. I'm sure those of you who watch my vlogs will get the little references and stuff. So yeah, and I have an I Heart Mermaid one. And these are vinyl stickers. So vinyl paper is, you know, what a sticker feels like. It's sort of that rubbery, I don't know how to explain it. Listen to it. It's a sticker. It's sticker paper. And they're cut out so you can actually peel them off the sticker sheet. Oh gosh, this feels barbaric. I feel like I need to save them all for like selling, but I'm gonna use some of them for myself, obviously. Da 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 da. Oh yes. Oh yes. That feels really nice. Sorry. This is a little creepy. Oh, but I don't want to stick it on something right now. Oh, this is too much to decide on. Whatever, I'll stick it to my mat and then I'll just unstick it. Da 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 da. Oh yes. Can I peel it off though? Uh-oh. Okay, it's coming off. It's nice and sticky, but you can still at least get it off, so that is nice. I'm gonna try to put it back on here. So overall, I'm actually really impressed with these stickers. And yeah, I just love the feel of them, and I think the print quality is great. And you can get them in a couple different sizes. I think I mentioned that when I was on the website, but this is the smaller, I think, of the 2 sticker sizes, and there's one that's a little bit bigger. And I would say my one problem with these ones, but it's kind of my own fault, is if you look closely at these, at where the sticker is cut, like look along this edge, you can see that the sticker was cut into the background. So on this side, it's fine, but here, hold on. Let's peel this off. Maybe let's peel off a smaller one, not one of my nice big mermaids. So I've peeled it off, and here, let's hold it against here. There's a bit of the background showing, and I just thought I'd mention this because I thought maybe people would notice that. This is my own fault from how I prepared the sticker sheet, because I have the stickers on one layer and then the background on one layer. And when it gets cut out, it cuts around the sticker layer. And so I wanted it cut inside the white line, so I should have included some white in the background. Like if you look at this, there's no white left over on the background. So when I made my sticker design, I should have left some white there. So if you're planning on doing a background like I did and not leaving it white, then yeah, definitely do that. So now I know how to prepare it properly for next time though, so that is awesome. But I'm still super excited. They're really pretty, and just seeing them in front of me, like I've never had sticker sheets before. So thanks to Beespoke Print, I can now have stickers. Yes, yes, sorry. And let's stick one of these shut just so you can see what it would look like. No turning back, this one's forever stuck. Ah. There it is, all sealed up. That is pretty snazzy. All right, let's move on because I feel like this video is gonna be forever long if I just sit here oohing and awing over everything. So let's move on to some of the prints. All right, so here are the A6 prints, which are just a standard photo size. And here's what the packaging was like, pretty snazzy. And then here are the prints, and I got it printed on satin paper. I personally like semi-glossed paper the best. I do like glossy, but sometimes glossy can be a little too reflective if you hang art up on the wall. So I was really torn. I was like, oh, satin or glossy, satin or glossy. I ended up going with satin. I don't regret my decision, although I might experiment with some glossy in the future. But yeah, so as you can see, it is reflective, but not too reflective. And matte paper isn't reflective at all, but my beef with matte paper is that you don't get as much contrast in your print. So that is why I went with satin, and the quality is really good. It's gonna be really hard to show this on camera. Let's see if it will do a nice close-up for us. The print quality is really, really good. I am extremely impressed with these. and then the back is just plain white. So, ooh, that's one thing I like about these, is oftentimes when you buy photo paper, the back may or may not have the printer or the paper logo on the back. Like I know my Epson paper I bought, it does say Epson on the back, which is kind of a bummer. So I like how this is unlabeled. Very sleek and very professional. So let's do another close-up here. I think you get the gist of it, but these are great. I am really, really impressed with these. And she also sent me a pack that says excess or wrong prints. So either maybe they were miscut or misprinted, I'm not sure, but instead of throwing them out, she sent them, and I like that because it cuts down on wasting paper and stuff. So what I usually do with misprinted things, like I might just trim that myself, cut off that bottom piece. Sure, there's still a bit of black in the corner there, it looks like, but what I do, because I've had misprinted bookmarks in the past, and I would just sell them at a discounted price, and people gobble those up. They don't care if there's a minor defect. They're like, cool, I can get it for half price or less. They're gonna do it. So yeah, so here's a whole stack of them. And yeah, it just looks like little problems where just little tiny things are easy. I'll just trim those and I can sell them at a discounted price. But that's one thing I really like about this is Jellybee is very particular about quality. If she thinks it's not up to par, then she won't send it to you, or she'll do like this. Like these are misprints. She's not going to take one with a slight defect and send it to you kind of thing. She cares about the quality. All right, so these ones are A4, which is roughly an 8.5 by 11. Oh, I forget the exact measurements. It's different. It's more like 8.4 by 11.3 or whatever. I don't have it exactly memorized, but it's close to a standard sheet of paper. So this was from my pile of misprints, I guess. Like what I see on it is a little dot right here. So if someone wants to buy this for a heavily discounted price for a minor defect, like people will buy that still. So yeah, that is awesome. Like no need to throw these out. So let's take a look. Oh, it feels like a sin pulling these out from their sleeves, and like I'm gonna get my nasty prints all over them. My prints are all over these prints. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at these. So once again, I chose satin over gloss for these. Again, no regrets. That is gorgeous. The print quality is amazing once again. So these are gorgeous. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get them dirty. And this paper, like I mentioned, you're getting good quality prints. These aren't like some cheapy prints from Staples or something. These are nice, yet affordable. Because I want to bring in this as like an example. This is a Cora print. And I know the larger your prints get, you tend to go for thinner paper that's more poster-like, but like this isn't too bad, but there's just something about this really thin paper that's just, it easily wrinkles. It's a little more cheapy, but I personally, dropping stuff. I personally wanted to go for something that's more like a photo print. So definitely love these prints. This video is gonna be forever long. I'm sorry, guys. And then I got Crea printed on texture paper. So let's take a look at her textured paper. This is pretty cool. It is a thinner paper, but it's still really nice. And I thought this looked cool on textured paper because I did the background in watercolor and the original picture had some texture to it, right? So I thought it would look pretty cool printing that on textured paper. So I like how it turned out. And as you can see, it is a matte finish. And I have this print here as a comparison because like I mentioned, glossier papers have more contrast than matte papers. So I just want to do a comparison for you guys to help you decide. Here we go. So as you can see, the smaller picture is more vibrant and has more contrast than the big one. That's just how the paper works. So just so you know, if you're going for matte papers, they look pretty dang cool. And what's nice about matte papers, you hang them on the wall, there's not going to be glare unless you put them behind glass, but that's the benefit of matte papers. So yeah, I like that. I don't know if I'm gonna order too much textured stuff. I think I prefer satin still, but just so you know, this is an option for you. And I think textured paper is really good for traditional art. So yeah, just so you know how it goes. And I didn't get any bigger prints yet, but sorry, I hit the microphone. For my convention, I'm going to be selling the bigger size at the convention. So I'm going to be ordering some of those from her too. All kinds of sizes to choose from, all kinds of awesome stuff. So I think her quality is amazing, really reasonable prices. So if you're an artist looking to get your art printed and sold, definitely go check her out. Link in the video description. So thank you, Morgan/Jellybee, for sending me all this stuff. I feel super spoiled. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video.